Hello, this is Gretchen Griffin, and today I wanted to come out to you and talk to you about how you can still impact your Avon team sales. And maybe it's not too late, even when you think it is. So, we're going to look at a few tools that you can use that will hopefully shed some light on some tools that will help you and how you can still impact and who you can still impact. So, we'll look at our agenda real quickly. Deadlines to impact your team sales, some tools that we're going to go through that Avon already has ready for you at your fingertips, who you can impact on your team, and what's in it for them and you. So we're going to look at the time you still have to impact. Some leaders think that just because their order is in, that they really can't impact their team sales. And in most cases, that may not be the truth. So you may still have time to impact your results. So don't give up yet. Hear me out, and we'll see. We'll walk you through how you can determine whether or not you still have time to impact your results. Always remember that your RPS, your ordering schedule, may not be the same as your downline. Also, order deadlines are not the last chance. So when your order is due, or when your team's orders are due, that is not the last chance you have to impact your team sales or their results. So if you're going after an incentive, it's really important to understand the RPS update calendars, because your RPS update is the final cutoff. So you want to know when your updates occur, and then we're going to look at ways that you can still impact. So RPS just means representative processing schedule. We have, Avon has 10 different RPSs each campaign. So representatives are spread out through 10 different ordering calendars, basically, for each campaign. And most of you already know our holiday schedule varies from normal schedules, so the updates are different. So it's very important for you to really look at that holiday calendar, and we're going to briefly look at that through our session right now. Leadership roadmaps. I know a lot of leaders, some use these, some don't, but these are a great tool, along with the campaign calendars. And then we're going to look at flex ordering schedules as well. So your RPS and your campaign tools, I mentioned the campaign calendars. These list when each representative processing schedule order is due, when it will ship, and when it will update. A very useful tool. I know most of you are already using that. Some of you may not know everything that it offers. Online e-stores, those usually update to the next campaign the day after the representative order goes in. So those normally update the day your order is shipping out, from a general rule. The holidays may change that. We used to have key campaign updates listed on youravon.com. So even though that's no longer there, a person can still go to their e-store and see what campaign they're on. But as a general rule, that's always been your e-store updates the day after your order goes in. So it gives you a little extra time to get those online orders for the same campaign. And then your holiday campaign counters, as I mentioned, there's special holiday order deadlines and updates to work around the holiday calendars. And your roadmaps, we're going to take a closer look at that. These really are an all-inclusive tool for leadership that Avon has given us to help support you and your teams. And then there's also a separate flex ordering roadmap. And we're going to talk about when flex ordering updates. So I'm going to switch over right now just to take a look at some of these tools that we have available. So the first one we're going to look at is your holiday order calendar. And you should be able to see that on my screen right now. And I'm going to try to make this as big as I can. So this calendar focuses on campaign 25 of 2017 through campaign 2 of 2018. And this will get us through the holidays. They make adjustments for shipping and Christmas closings, New Year closings. And so this works around that. So you can see all the RPSs are listed over here on the left. So it starts with RPS 1 and it goes all the way through RPS 10. And we have trendsetters if you're a trendsetter, and then flex ordering schedules. The flex ordering schedule is really important to notice. And we're going to walk through the first column is paper purchase orders. So if you still have those representatives that have been here with Avon for a really long time that were grandfathered in, they may still be using a paper purchase order. So that might be important for those of you that have long-term teams or nested people that have been here for a long time. Mostly we are going to look at the online order because that's what everyone now is on. So we're going to start with RPS 1. So if you're in RPS 1, you've already placed your campaign 1 order. And in 6 more days, you're going to place your campaign 2 order. Okay, so if you've already placed your campaign 1 order, it's already shipped out on December 12th. Most of you have already received those. And you've already updated. We updated for RPS 1 on Friday. Now your campaign 2 order goes in on the 26th of December. It's going to ship on the 28th, and it's going to update on January 2nd. Now if you're RPS 2, same thing. You go to whichever campaign you're looking at. Campaign 1 went in on the 12th, shipped on the 13th, and you're updated already on Monday. You updated. So what you do is you go down through here and you look at whatever RPS you're looking at for yourself or your team, and it's going to tell you when your order goes in, when it ships, and when the campaign update is. And what this campaign update is the last possible opportunity for you to impact orders and sales for that RPS. So today is December 20th. We can go down through here and see that RPS 4 updates today. So we really don't have time to impact that. So let's go down and look at RPS 5. Campaign 1 updates on December 26th. So an RPS 6, again, December 26th. RPS 7 updates on December 27th. So we still have time to impact RPS 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. RPS 10 doesn't update until New Year's Day. So we can impact RPS 5 through 10. We also still have the opportunity to impact those flex order people. And they are denoted on your list by blue highlights, just like you see on the calendar here. So flex ordering updates December 27th. They have a 2-week period. Flex order means that the representative can place their order anytime within this 2-week period, normally a 2-week period. The holidays may be different, as you can see here. So campaign 1 flex order representatives can place their campaign 1 order anytime between December 14th and December 27th. Okay, so they can place it basically anywhere between RPS 1 and 10. The difference with flex orders is denoted down here by those 3 asterisks. 3 asterisks. Asterisk means important. 3 asterisks means very important. So you want to look at the footnote down here for the 3 asterisks. Flexible orders are due by noon local time on the final date shown. So for flex orders, they have until Tuesday, December 27th to place an order, but they only have until noon on December 27th because that's the same day that they update if you look out here. So they have to cut it off at noon to be able to update them to the next campaign because their next campaign starts the next day. So on December 28th, these flex order representatives start placing their campaign 2 orders. So it's really important to understand that their cutoff time is noon on their last day to order, not midnight. Any of these other days, they can order anytime, but noon, December 27th is the last opportunity for campaign 1 orders for those on flex schedule. So I hope that helps with understanding the updates. Now on a normal schedule, it goes every other week. So you can kind of, throughout the year when we're not on a holiday schedule, you can kind of get the rhythm going when you first start understanding a calendar. So I'm going to take you over to I'm going to take you over to your avon.com and we're going to walk through where you can find these. Normally they're on Vibe as well, so you can find them there or you can find them on your avon.com. Hopefully we'll have one that comes out with the whole year soon. So I'm at your avon.com, and there's a couple of different places you can find it. Right now, I'm on the leadership tab under materials and resources and then campaign schedules. So you can see here that we already have up through campaign 6 for 2018 on the campaign schedules. So since our holiday calendar goes up to campaign 2, I'm going to pull up campaign 3 really quickly. And it's kind of small on here, so I'm going to enlarge it. So this gives you your entire campaign 3 schedule for all RPSs, including flex schedules. So you can look in and see, the RPSs are out here, when their internet orders are due, when they're going to ship, the delivery range for local delivery and UPS, and then when the campaign updates. So for every campaign, Avon gives you this calendar so you know when a person needs to place their order and when that last chance for that order is. So on their RPS update day, it's very important if you're working last minute orders, it's usually morning time just to be safe because we don't know what time of day that's going to update. By general rule, we say by noon. They need to have that in on this update day. So this just gives you a really good idea of how long you have to really impact those sales in between a time a person is supposed to place their order and then the last chance they have to order. So your regular internet order date is when they're supposed to place their order. But if they miss that, you still have the opportunity to reach out to them until their update day. Okay, so now we're going to switch over. And we are going to look at the leadership roadmaps. And some of you may already use these. And you can find those in the same place. I'm going to switch back to youravon.com. So we're still on sales leadership. And you can see right below this campaign schedule, you have roadmap calendars. These are also usually on Vibe, but for December, they are not there yet. And hopefully they'll post January soon. They usually have 2 months at a time, as you can see here. When you go to the roadmap calendar, you'll see they have the regular roadmap calendars and the roadmaps for flexible ordering. So we're going to pull December up, and we're just going to zoom in and look at these separate. So you can see as we're zoomed out that there's the whole month there. And there's also some areas for your notes. It looks very busy, but we're going to zoom in and kind of break this down piece by piece. One of the things that I love about the roadmap calendars is out here to the side, they always have some really good reminders for you. So key programs and incentives that we have going right now. For new representatives, you have your Kickstart. All representatives, here's your incentives listed right there for you. So campaign 1 through 5, we have Celebrate Success Like a Boss. C1 through 26, your rewards and recognition, Cruise Like a Boss. They'll add the new Shake It Up incentives and the pennant to this when they bring up the January calendars, I'm sure. Some tips on campaign activation and planning, using your goal card for President's Club, because in December we're wrapping up for the final cycle, and how can you impact those sales? So some great reminders and checklists here for you. The A boxes, Campaign Central, USA Representatives YouTube channel, promote auto replenish. Now it's going to be, January is going to be all about Aspira, I'm sure, because that is our brand new, a whole marketing line for you, a new wellness and health and wellness line. So we're going to move over here to the left, and you have your key up here that tells you what all these different colors mean. So it basically walks through every RPS and the coordinating color that RPS calendar would be. It also has the trendsetters. So if you're a trendsetter district, that would apply to you, or if you have trendsetters in your downline. this color also, those two colors look really close together. But you can see over here, like it says no order calls for TS. That means that's a trendsetter. So all mail plans are in italics. So even though they look like the same color, the all mail plans will be in italics, like right here when it says final update for all mail plans. That means that that's the national update for all of the mail plans, which usually means the last RPS 10 update. But in some cases where they have delays, that could definitely include different mail plans. So really quickly, just walking through some of the color codes. So right here in orange for Friday, December 1st, we have no order calls for Mail Plan 1 for Campaign 26. What does that mean? I see all these no order calls on here. Basically, what that means is you still have a chance to impact Mail Plan 1, Campaign 26 orders. Same with Mail Plan 2. Mail Plan 3 orders are due this day. So that might be something you want to be proactive about and send a message out and say, oh, quick reminder, your Campaign 3 orders are due. Don't miss this great special on the Skin So Soft product or something like that. It also tells you that Mail Plan update for RPS 9 for Campaign 25 happens today. So you might go back and look and see if there's anything in RPS 9 that you want to impact really quickly before that updates that morning. And again, enrollments start for Mail Plan 6, Campaign 2. So if you live in an area that's RPS 6, you are going to be switching over to Campaign 2 enrollments for your new recruits. So when they sign up on this day, they're going to be appointed for Campaign 2. Again, enrollments end for Campaign 1, Mail Plan 7 on this day. So we're going to look down at today, which is the 20th, and see what we can impact today. So right now, our update today is going to be RPS 4 for Campaign 1. I still have time to impact RPS 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if I'm following the roadmap, I would have started my no order calls over here for 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8. But you still have time today to impact those RPSs because they haven't updated. Now, RPS 5 is going to update tomorrow morning. RPS 6, so you can see, well, actually, RPS 5 is not going to update tomorrow morning because we're on a holiday schedule. So RPS 5 doesn't update until we get down here to after Christmas. So here we can look at what's today. So I'm going to update all my RPS 4s today. I can still make no order calls for Mail Plan 7, Campaign 1, Campaign 8, no order calls. Also, I can look at this and see that if I appointed somebody today for RPS 9, they're going to be appointed in Campaign 3. Also, this is the last day for RPS 10 to be appointed for Campaign 2. So very important for leaders to print these out every month and utilize them so that you understand what's going on with who in your team. Some of you may not have all these RPSs if you have a smaller team, but as your team grows, this is going to be a very, very useful tool for you. Great to print out and look ahead at what you need to do on which days. If you only have a few days a week that you work on your Avon business, you might be able to group some of these things together. Just like right here where we can do no order calls for Mail Plans 5, 6, 7, and 8 all at once instead of spreading it out over 2 days. So you want to look for things like that that will help you as you're planning. Now we're going to go over and look at the flexible order roadmap. And it's not as busy, but you're going to print this off in addition to your regular roadmap. So this tells you that for flex order, anybody that's in the flex order, which right now we have some of those pilot areas and anyone that's in the Southeast region. So all the Southeast is on the flex order schedule. So you can see that the enrollments start for C2 at December 1st. Enrollments end for C2 on December 14th. And again, enrollments start for C3 on the 15th. And we're appointing for C3 flex order representatives through December 28th. So if you appoint anybody between now and December 28th, they're going to be signing up in campaign 3 if they're on the flex order schedule. And you'll know this when they sign up. It'll tell you what RPS they're on, or if they're on flex order. You can also see when their submissions, their order submissions are due, and when they start, when they close. So I love this because it reminds you again that their order submission closes at 12 noon. It's not midnight for them. It's 12 noon on that last day that they have to order. So right now, flex order, those that are on flex order are ordering for campaign 1. So their campaign 1 order submission began on December 13th, and they have through Christmas Day at 12 noon to place a campaign 1 order. So a flex order person has from the 13th to the 26th to place a campaign 1 order, but it cuts off at noon on the 26th, because on the 27th, that's when they can start ordering for campaign 2. So I love this calendar. It gives you a really good visual of flex orders. So if you print this out in addition to your regular roadmap, this will really help you with those flex order representatives on your teams. Okay, so there's the tools that Avon has already available to you. And I do want to go back over and switch back to our presentation, if I can find it really quickly. Here we go. So that's our tool review. And so you have your campaign calendars, your roadmaps, and of course the holiday schedule. Let's see if I can get it to go forward here. Okay, so again, we just kind of walked through where you can find your roadmap calendars live. But again, it's on your sales leadership tab on your avon.com, materials and resources, and you have your campaign schedules and your roadmaps right there together. Now we're going to look at how to find who you can impact on your team. So this is just a screenshot of Vibe. And when you go to Vibe, it tells you up here in the right-hand corner how what update you're on, how updated Vibe is basically. So the last update was this morning, December 20th, and it's updated through campaign 1, RPS 2. Okay, so all the results on here are through RPS 2 as of the time I took this off of the screen. Now we know today from looking at the calendars that RPS 4 is going to update. So this is a little behind schedule, but we know to expect that update to come. And where we're going to go from here is we're going to pull up reports. So you're going to click where this green circle is, and you're going to click that little drop down arrow, and it's going to bring up a whole list of options that you see here. And we're going to go all the way down to the sales report. I like to use the sales report because it tells me what I can look at that and see what RPS a representative's on in my team. And I can also look at that and see if they've placed an order, because it's going to show me if they have any sales. Oh, I got to go back. Sorry, I want too many clicks there. So you're going to go to Vibe, click on Reports, and then go to Sales. And then that's this screen right here is where I've clicked on to filter my results. So I don't need all of this stuff in here. So of course you want to keep their names in there, but I've taken the names off here just for, just for training purposes. But what we want to do is sort it by RPS. I would probably do descending if I'm already past the first RPSs, like right now we're in the middle. So I would probably do descending because I want to see who I can still impact. And then you want to sort by RPS. And we're going to show you what that looks like. It brings up this report. And if you've sorted by descending, it's going to have the latest RPS here first, and it's going to go down the list. All of these blue highlights are people that are on flex order schedule, and they show up as an RPS 6, even though they have until RPS 10 to order. It cuts off and updates with an RPS 6 schedule. So when you look at your reports, you'll see them showing up as an RPS 6. So you can see that this person, as of today, still has a lot of representatives that she can impact. You can also see over here in the award sales column if these representatives have placed an order yet. So we have a lot of flex ordering people down here that have not placed an order yet that we could reach out to. We have a lot of later RPS 7 through 10s that have not placed an order yet that we still have time to impact and reach out to. Okay. I also like to glance over at the LOA. So if I see somebody that is newer, maybe this person right here, that's only been here 6 campaigns. She's had pretty decent sales. They've placed an order this campaign. I might look to the next one. This one's a new person that has not yet placed an order. So I might reach out to them and just touch base and see if there's anything they're having issues with, anything I could help them with. Again, another flex order person that's relatively new, has pretty good sales so far. I might just reach out to them too and just see how it's going with their first holiday kind of experience. And we're going to go over some tips and etiquette basically on when you're reaching out to people. I hear leaders say, oh, I don't want to bug people. I don't want to babysit people. They know when their orders due. I would encourage you to really change your belief window on that, because we get so busy, especially during the holidays, that we may not know when our orders are due. We have different holiday calendars. We may miss our deadlines, especially with the system errors that we had. So it's really sometimes confusing, especially to our newer people, that we have different order dates during the holidays. So I would encourage you to really reach out and just be a concerned leader and see if there's anything they're having issues with, see if they need help. You can mention that you notice they haven't placed their campaign 1 order yet, and go over the incentives and why it's important for them to place an order, what it can do for their business. And we're going to look at that in depth in a minute. I wanted to bring this up a little further down the list. Still a lot of flex orders on this person's team that she could impact. Tons and tons of people that still have the opportunity to reach out to. So this morning I talked to a leader that was less than $100 away from her team sales goal to achieve her title. And so we pulled her list up really quickly and just kind of looked over a few names that I read out to her while she was driving. And right away, she picked up on a name or two that she could reach out to see if they could still impact the team sales. This is another avenue that you have. You want to kind of glance over here at the balance. When you see a credit balance, that is a great opportunity and a great conversation starter when you're reaching out to that person. So this person right here is new, like only been here 7 campaigns on a flex order schedule. So that would be a conversation where you could reach out to them and say, I just wanted to make sure that you knew you have a $55 credit on your Avon account that you can use to place an order, and walk them through what they could order for this campaign 1 order that they still have the opportunity to place. Same thing here. This person has almost a $20 credit. Not a newer person, but somebody that's been here a while may not know that they even have a credit. Again, down here, I see a $59 credit on somebody that's relatively new, been here 12 campaigns, just a few months, and has not placed a campaign 1 order yet. What a great opportunity to reach out to them and say, you have a $60 credit on your account that you can use right now in campaign 1. You can go in and place that order today, and just talk to them about some of the specials or something that you might think that is a great deal that they could use that on, or what last minute gifts do you need? Maybe getting some Aspira samples and demos to help gear up for their business in the new year. Okay, so we always want to think about what's in it for them. So it's not really about calling and quote unquote bugging them. Okay. These are business people, business owners, and you are their business leader or business mentor. So it's really, really important um, to always remember what's in it for them. Yes, we need team sales. We want team growth. We want to have that team community where you can reach out to your team at any time and say, hey, team, we're only $50 away from reaching our goal of gold ambassador of this campaign. Who else out there can still place an order or do an add-on order, or who can get some online orders going in right now? That's great too, but we always want to think about what's in it for them as well. So we want to show them the value for them. Why should they place an order? What value does it hold for them? That could be, to us, it's sometimes a no-brainer. Why do you want to place an order every campaign? Well, your customers want books every campaign, and they want them on time, and they don't want to wait for them. That is one of the biggest things I hear with customers, and incidentally, new representatives. We have a lot of people, that, including myself, that become representatives because they've went through so many inconsistent people that they kind of tire of it and just want to get their orders on time. Most of us wait for the day we can see that what's new. And I'm already looking and planned out what my campaign 2 order is going to be from my campaign 4, what's new. So that's really exciting to be able to get the new things first. And your customers are kind of the same way. They want to know, they want to be able to get it first. They want to know what's coming. They want to know what the sales are. So it's really important for representatives to place an order every campaign and have those brochures in to their customers ahead of time. How about Aspira prep? I know everyone is focused on the holidays, but it's really important to look ahead. Okay, as a business person, we're always looking ahead to what's coming next. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You guys have heard that a million times, I'm sure, but it's very true. So plan ahead. What are you going to get from campaign 2 demo? What are you going to get for campaign 3? We don't have to wait for campaign 3 to get ready for Aspira. Get your teams engaged now. They can order the demos. It's unlimited. It's 50% off. Okay, how many of your downline is earning 50%? Not very many, if any, right? This is a perfect opportunity for them to get their demos so they can get these samples in their customer's hand, schedule their taste parties, and not to mention the incentives Avon has just recently announced. We have the Shake Up incentive. We have the Pin It incentive. We already know that Betty's teasing us with the new secret incentive. So these are all really important. So remind them, show them the value of what is in it when they place their order every campaign. It's good customer service. It's consistency in their business. Qualities that people look for in a good representative as a customer. And then, of course, what value does it hold for them? Well, if we know if they're not placing an order, they're not getting books and they're not going to have any earnings, right? They're not going to be prepared for the campaign. They're going to be left behind when it comes to sales, because I know as a customer, if I hear of Susie Q's Avon representative is offering Aspira samples and my representative is not, I personally am going to go find somebody who's offering those samples because I want to know what it tastes like, right? I want to try it before I buy it. Great opportunity. So remind them of the value it holds for them with their earnings, incentives, and continued business, great customer service, loyalty, things like that. What's it going to do for their business? Again, we've kind of covered these. Consistency for their customers, loyalty, continued success, incentives. We have an ordering incentive. We have an increased sales incentive. We know that it's going to increase their earnings. And then bridge that back to how it relates to their why. Well, Susie, you told me you wanted to earn extra income so you could be able to quit that second job you're working. And I really think that when you place your orders consistently and you make sure you have all the current books for your customers and have your samples and demos for Aspira, that your customers are going to stay loyal to you, and it's going to help you build your base and get new referrals. Things like that. Relate it back to their why. And then can you, sometimes none of this works, sometimes it does. So it's really important. The why, I'm a huge fan of knowing their why, not just their, oh, I need extra money, but what's the emotional why part of that? How's it going to affect their family? How is their family going to feel when they're able to quit that second job and replace it with their income from Avon? Also, you can always do the team incentive, team objective. Can you motivate them to order? Um, like we said earlier, with we're only $50 shy, or we're only $100 shy of reaching our team goal. We could really use your support. So if you have any orders that you haven't placed yet, can you do that now? Or if you haven't placed your order yet, maybe you can grab some Aspira demos, so you'll be ready for campaign 3 launch, things like that. So if you have a really good community with your downline, this is often a really good way to really get an extra boost for your team sales. Again, that's kind of up to you. I like the first part, but sometimes the last part works too. So basically, that's what I wanted to come out and share with you just quickly, and make sure all of our leaders have an understanding of the RPS schedule, and really know that just because your orders went in, or just because your representative orders have been due, if they haven't updated yet, you still have time to impact that. And then some ways that you can do that. You can point out some great deals. You can point out, right now is a great time to point out those Aspira demos, because it's going to be really important that they have those. And then we'll leave with a quote from John Maxwell. Leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So I thought that was pretty fitting for what we were talking about today. I wish you all great success. I love to see you guys reach your goals. And I hope this has helped you just a little bit. So have a great day, and have a Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you until then.